objects. I'm going to show you this webcam now. This image just shows that they're still continuously spraying the skies, just chemtrails every single day. It is just criminal. You can just see this on the screen. Look at the timestamp here, 1905. All this is just toxic waste to hide the truth. But it gets interesting as the webcam progresses. Okay, on this clip as well, on the webcam before sunrise, you can see the timestamp there is 6:27. We can see Mercury here on the screen at the back side of the sun right now. So let's flick to the other part on this webcam. On this next image as well, you can see clearly Mercury and chemtrails and a red haze to the right hand side. Just before sunrise now, you're seeing this. It's now 6:58 seconds. Now you start to see chemtrail activity. All this here is chemtrails. Okay? But what is interesting, it jumps and you'll see the next image now. Look at it now, 8:20. Something is showing, reflecting above the area of the sun. Look, all this again, chemtrails. And again, look how deep and dark it is as well on the sky to the left and to the right hand side. Chemtrails, but something else is reflecting. You can see this as well, so clear. Is this the reflector that's up there before sunrise? Are we catching this now on the screen? Now, we do know now that there is objects in front of the sun. We've said this before. And also, nothing is on the charts. Let's just quickly go to the solar chart to prove this. Okay, now we're at the solar chart. So that's just move in for us now. And what we're seeing here, we're seeing Mercury that you saw on the webcam. Okay, that was behind the backside of the sun. As the sun was rising, we saw this. Venus is here as well. So we get to see Venus as well in the skies. But looking in between the Earth and the sun, still there is no object. But we now know that this system is in front of the sun, dimming the skies. Okay, so what we'll do is, if we go back down here again, let's bring it round. Okay. Swing it round here so we can see this properly. Just here, what we're seeing is, okay, is we're seeing Venus and Mars. And we're seeing as well this part of the area. Now, Mercury is clearly at the backside of the sun. Here. Now, what we're seeing is we can't see, there's nothing on this chart saying that there's anything that's in front of our sun. Nothing whatsoever. We are seeing flybys from the Kuiper Belt. That's up here. Okay, because these celestial bodies that we know of are going anti-clockwise from behind the backside of the sun. But we're seeing these flybys, asteroids, chunks of rock. And we've got this asteroid that's coming through as well. This TC4. That's a large asteroid. That's like a huge tower block. Now, there's nothing here. Now, during the daytime, we're getting eclipsed. We're getting a dim sky. They're using that simulator to dim the skies. Also, we're seeing strange colours. It's like a white object, not the yellow of the sun that we've seen in the past. Something is eclipsing, and we know that we've got a heavenly body that's down between us and the sun. So I'm going to go back to that image again that you saw on the webcam. Okay, what I've done is I've zoomed in, and you can see this here again. It's not anything on the screen. It's something that's been caught at 8:20 AM in the morning. This object. Now, is it a lens that's moving in place in front of the sun? That's moving in place here. Something very strange about it. It's just something to keep an eye on, and I'll be keeping an eye on this webcam for you through these next coming days. So I just want to go through this clip again, okay, on this webcam. You can see the yellow sol that's rising in the sky. Now, when we go to the next image, we're seeing this again, aren't we? Now we're seeing this mirror that's being placed in front of it. There's something that's being placed. Watch this. And then on the next image, it becomes blue. Look at this. Everything becomes blue on the image. I just zoomed out and you can see that, can't you? This now become of a blue object. Look at this as well, this formation. And it's now become dark on the screen. We're seeing the reflection as well. The dimness of the skies, the reflection is completely wrong. So if I go back, you could see the yellow reflection that's coming up, this strange formation, and then we move and it becomes this colour that we see on photographs all across the world. Just very, very strange. And it's just interesting to note as well of these strange formations as well. Okay, this is another webcam in Austria as well, and we're getting a large red reflection. Okay, a large colour in the sky as well, as the sun is showing. Let me show you this as well. Very interesting. 6:45 a.m. sunrise. Now, also this plasma is becoming very much whiter than it has been on other images across the world. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the different times. You can see though them chemtrails again. 7:02 a.m. Now, as we progress through the cam, can you see this? This huge red reflection. And there's another object here. Now, this is a huge reflection. And then when you go through the cam, it's gone. It's now 9:15. What they do is they jump the cam. They've cut out the image. Let's just try and go back. It's 8:06. Can you see this now? This huge reflection. It's here again. It's behind the plasma. All this you see is the sun's plasma. This object is behind the plasma. Now, again, 9:15. They've cut out a lot of the time, haven't they? Nearly an hour. They've cut it out. I'm just using the cam now, and it's just jumping. Very interesting, isn't it? Let's just move into this object. Okay, I'm hoping you can see this on the screen. This huge light source, this red reflection. It's definitely there, and it's definitely showing that's behind the backside of the sun. Now, it can't be Mercury, because Mercury is far too small. We saw that just earlier on the other webcam. It was tiny, wasn't it? And also it can't be Venus, because Venus is to the right hand side, as you saw on the charts. The charts will show Venus to the right side. Let's go back to the chart. Okay, we're back on the chart now. And what you're seeing is a today image. Now, what I'm going to do is, I just want you to see as well that that red object was showing itself here to the left side where Earth can see it. There's something else. Now, is this object moving like a comet? Is it moving in front of the sun, and then disappearing? There's something that's moving downwards, isn't there? It could either be at the backside or it could be at the front. I'm not sure. But there's other bodies that are out there now showing on the cams. You can see clearly that Venus and Mars and Mercury that sat behind the sun, and Jupiter's here. If you look, you can see that Mars is far too small, and also Jupiter is far too small as well, because it's like a star. You'll still see it, but you can see that it's too far away. It can't be that big, that red reflection. It can't be Jupiter. But what we're seeing is something that's here, something that's moving downwards. Let's just go back to that image again. Now we've gone back to the webcam, and I mean, we know when we see the known celestial bodies like Jupiter and other objects, they can't be showing a red reflection this big, because Nibiru is bigger than all the other known celestial bodies. It's a massive object. And also there's something that appears here as well. You can just see this on the screen. There's two reflections. They're showing before sunrise, 8:06. Just looks very, very strange. So I'm just going to continue to look at these webcams as well. I just thought I'll show this. So again, I'll be back shortly with another video with lots of images from around the world as well, and I will continue